right.
How far away are we from the chasm? I want to throw her off the chasm.
Oh,
we
okay.
went down.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
That's
so
how
you
it
go
went
into the
down
house
and then
to
up. It's
investigate.
fine.
Who's holding the deed?
It was just flavor.
Who's holding the deed right
I
now?
wanted. I probably
Still smoking Jack, yeah.
Before I
Yeah,
had a
it's
chance, I wanted
It's his
to
deed.
I really wanted to trick Smoking Jack into giving me the deed by not really giving it to him or like bargaining for it, but like a sleight of hand trick.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to hand him the pike, and while he's handing me, giving me the pike, or I was giving him the pike, I was like slipping the deed out of his hand. But
I mean, Jack will just give you the deed. He doesn't want anything to do with.
I'll take the deed then. He gave me.
What's the town's name? Perdition.
Perdition.
Yeah, he's not very. He
Okay.
doesn't care.
Can I look over this deed real quick then?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want the snake. Okay, continue.
But, I mean, what's happening? Tell me what's happening. Who's doing what?
I don't want the snake oil salesman.
He's got it.
whole-
The
Trying
snake?
to-
I'll tell you what. I will take her to the chasm and throw her in.
Yeah, that sounds.
Okay.
I'll
That
go
sounds
pitch her.
sufficiently
I'll pick
evil.
her up with
Yeah.
the pitchfork. Keep
So
her
the
in
heart
arm's
is
length.
still, Chris, the heart will still be beating in your hand for a while, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So what are you guys doing?
I'm taking the deed.
Okay.
Smoking Jack seems agreeable.
Yeah, I'm making my home here. So,
Okay, so
I'm
you
already
go to the
making my
house?
bed, cleaning it up a little bit.
So you're reading over this deed, and eventually you figure out that like who has it can kind of just control it, so you can move it.
Sick.
Oh, the
Right.
house.
Yes. So you get into the house, you do find that fountain, right? And Chris, as the barber is probably going to the house as well, you're feeling the heart still beat, and it gets slower and slower and slower. And right as you throw her body into the chasm, you feel her heart slow down and stop. And when you do, you hear the shrieks of tons of buzzards around outside, just like that eerie, creepy sound, and then just slowly becoming nothing. And then that's it.
With like a bird's eye camera, are they like popping like little?
Yes, they are just like the feathers are falling off of them and they're floating and they're falling down. And yeah, you guys have got the homestead. And I guess what do you like, just as an epilogue, what do you guys want to do with it? Like, do you guys actually return it to Perdition?
I'd like to.
Does it even have water in it?
Yeah, you find the fountain.
There's
It's
a
like
fountain?
it looks like just an ever flowing, bubbling
Is this
fountain
Like
water.
super magical fountain.
If
I start
the
selling bottled water.
Sonny, yeah. So yeah, if the pastor looks at it with his hag's eye,
Yes.
it's that golden color. She was obviously using it for her own evil, nefarious things that she was doing. But yep,
I kind of just want Perdition to have water. I mean,
I'm start selling bottled
I
water.
kind of live there.
You get a share in it. You helped me find it.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
We just take it to
I
Perdition
thought you were
and
totally just gonna screw us all.
Oh no, you guys get. I'm pretty sure if I did that, you guys would kill me. You're all bloodthirsty. I've seen it in firsthand.
yeah, we would have killed you.
Yeah, but everybody else
I'm not.
bottled water.
I'm not bloodthirsty.
Yeah. Oh, you're very,
just
very.
like-
Mr.
You're just
Pitchfork.
thirsty for Jesus.
You, my holy friend, are very passionate, and that's
Yes.
a passion I do not want to get in the way.
I do feel passionate.
all
so,
right.
so everybody else, a bottle of water, and it's like whatever, a gold piece, a bottle of water, and it's only like half of a canteen.
Wow,
really cheap.
It is kind of like the perfect ride for you.
Yeah.
Because it's like you travel around selling.
Because I want to know if I have
Yeah.
the deed, can I remote control this thing?
We'll talk about that. Was Casket Land. I hope you guys had a lot of fun playing it. It was a fun game for me. I guess this is where we go around and say
Oh, before
we do things.
before the adventure is officially over,
Yes.
I pull one of the gambler's teeth.
Yes.
You got hurt, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I pull one of your
Okay.
teeth.
Yeah, as you're like walking the thing back to Perdition,
And
he pulls his teeth out.
He's like, "Hey, just let me see one of those."
You're unstable. You can't stop me.
Exactly.
Yes, perfect. All right. So again, this is Casket Land by Marie Enger, _energy on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter at Rocket Orca, and also on the Geekspective Network. I have my show Shapeshift, which this is actually going to be on as a podcast episodes. And yeah, I do lots of things. Follow me on the internet, Rocket Orca.
So Amber, did it go as you expected?
Yep, somebody opened up a casket like I thought they would. I figured you would either try to trick her into giving you the deed.
I wanted to trick her into eating dirt, but the shag hen wasn't having it.
Oh, that would have been good because she's really weak to.
That's why I was trying to do my grand gesture. You're like, no time. She touches you. I was like, oh, what the fuck? I was like, my opportunity would be like after the party attacks her and be like, oh no, Sage Hen, these guys are horrible. Here, eat this. It'll make you stronger than 10 men.
So I know Casket Land doesn't really have like good or evil, but she was not pleasant.
She was not a good person.
Yeah.
No, who knows what she did to the person who had the deed before this place?
Nobody said she acquired the deed through legal means.
I think these characters could. I'm a little disappointed. These are only going to be one-use characters.
They're really cool, yeah.
Yeah, and the idea that this is not to be used for campaigns or that you would never use these characters again kind of makes me a little sad.
Yeah.
I could definitely see it. I mean, like,
Yeah, I know.
the way this ended, it's
Right.
like, we could do more with this.
Yeah.
I'm in alpha, though.
Wait,
No, it's
sorry.
published.
Oh, it's published.
Yeah.
yeah, so I know that it's free online. I
Yes.
should have said that.
It was
It's-
part of the Kickstarter zine thing from this
yes,
year.
which is the zine I got at Gen Con.
Right.
But the game itself actually exists online for free, and it's got the rules of play, the items, the characters, and all that stuff. And it doesn't give you the actual, like, this was a module, essentially. This was a manifest, if you will. You can build your own manifest if you want to. And if I run a second game for this for Shapeshift, I'm going to build my own manifest and probably tweak some things here and there. I do know my brother and I were talking about it this morning about reading through this, and it's definitely written around like you already know what Powered by the Apocalypse is, because nowhere did it say you roll 2d6 or stuff like that. And so it's really built heavily on that you already know how the 2d6 system works and that
I mean,
thing.
when it says, like, in the introduction, it does say that you need 2d6, but I was like...
Do I roll for damage? Because in
Right.
Dungeon World, and Apocalypse World, I think you also roll a damage die. Or I think.
A lot of the games, yes.
Yes, and this
Not
one
all
doesn't.
of
This
them.
is just harm.
Yeah, the one thing I thought was kind of odd was like you were rolling to attack.
Yeah,
that
I
surprised
don't
me.
know if I should or not.
Yeah, and no, usually in Apocalypse World, you just hit as hard as you want.
Okay. Well, I was rolling just to see if I actually did it, and did it anyway.
And then we would resist. Isn't that the way it worked in Blades in the Dark?
That's Blaze of the Dark, but that's Fortune in the Dark. It's not Powered by
So
the
I just, as a
Apocalypse.
GM, was just doing it wrong. Don't worry about it. It didn't. I rolled, but narratively things happened the way they were supposed to happen. So it doesn't matter.
Now you can't resist, or usually. So if you rolled and you rolled poorly, whatever Amber does, you would just take it.
Yeah.
Unless Amber gives you the option, which you rarely do, and then you would defy. I know it's defy danger.
Yeah,
but
or this is like shield or
Right.
whatever. Yeah, it's definitely, as a GM, I don't really run a lot of combat heavy stuff. So it's very strange world for me to start doing things like this. Like, this is a very, like, harm is coming at you all the
Yes.
time.
I like it.
Yeah, the double ones, I would have been like, yeah, he should have been almost been dead, kind of thing.
Yeah, I wasn't really dealing harm to you guys as much.
No.
I don't really know how to do that very well yet.
I remember even
Well-
in the guide, it talks about when you go into the critical state. I forget the name.
Unstable.
Unstable. They say specifically, like, you as a GM have to meter that out yourself.
Yes, they do say that.
And, like, you have to do it how you feel like it should be doing.
And I personally am always rooting for my table, which is like a thing that, like, I end up being way too nice. I think it might have been because a year and a half of me playing Ryutama where you
That's
do get to, like, you know, and I kind of like that. And so it's really hard for a game like this for me to not want to help because that's what I've been doing for a year and a half.
But we have so many resources you could keep on.
Well, see, that's the thing. I ran this. This is the first time I'm running it, and I had no idea what the balance was going to be like. Like, you play a game for the first time, you don't know what's going to be actually used and what's actually going to be threatening.
Okay, I thought you ran in DD, but I guess, all right, Beyond the Wall. But
No, I didn't. I ran Ryutama.
Oh.
And also did 3 games of Catacon. I ran Ryutama 3 games of it.
okay.
So
So I know you're going to run this at Roll Plus Con. Is it going to be this, or is it going to be your own game?
probably going to be my own. But it depends on how much time I have to prep for it.
Yeah.
Because I really, really liked playing Salt. That was my
Yeah,
favorite.
so
It didn't
put
show
salt,
at all.
Just put salt into
Yeah,
the
I
other
know.
thing.
Sure,
Yeah, you
sure.
just have to lift salt.
Yeah.
Yeah, salt was very
Just
good.
hassling Erie, to be honest.
Yeah, that was pretty good too.
I was like, sweet Jesus, there goes
He's
an hour of the
sweating.
game.
So,
I planned on it because
Okay.
I literally was like, the first hour and a half, they're going to be gathering information, they're getting used to their characters, and there's going to be social interaction. I was like, they're going to meet Sedge, they're going to get supplies, and they're gonna get the madman, and then they're probably gonna get to Salt. If they get to Salt, that's gonna be the end of that hour and a half. I just knew it. And then the rest half was gonna be all combat, and like you're getting to where you need to go.
You have combat. The barber is really good at combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you do a lot of damage,
What's your
and on a 7 to 9, you inflict
What's your brawn?
+3.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah,
I was surprised the preacher was brawn. It's +2 is my high one. I was really expecting.
when I
it to be
was first
something
looking
else.
through the characters, I thought the preacher was the strongest, and then I was like, "Oh, hello, Mr. Barber." I've got backbone, but I'm pretty terrible at everything else. Which, I mean, it worked out fine.
I would play again as the. If I were to play this again, which I would, it's super fun. I want to play it again with the same character because I would like to explore the other aspects.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I see. So that's what you go back to your guys' thing is like, how would you be able to make this a keep it playing? I mean, would you just keep doing just like basically one shot?
I don't know.
I don't know. Like I know the creator. I listened to her podcast interview today, and she said it's supposed to be made for like 4 to 6 hours to play.
It's not.
It is.
It is?
Yeah, it is supposed to be made just for 4 to 6 hours to play.
Gotcha.
And
So
it's like kind of like that's it.
Yeah.
You could theoretically, I mean, that's like
Yeah.
one session.
I think
or
she's
maybe
underselling how much
two.
people would enjoy playing these characters more.
Yeah.
They all feel very distinct.
Oh, I know they're so cool. I also want you got someone to run it for me
But
because I
again,
want to play.
part of that also is that it's not like real Powered by the Apocalypse where you pick options in the playbook. Like every barber is the same as
The
my barber.
aspect is the difference.
Is different, yeah.
Yeah, that's what makes it the special. Like,
But like, I didn't even get a chance to use mine.
And I think it's.
what was yours again?
I could make someone survive through the end of an encounter.
Yeah, I did not beat you guys hard enough. Not at all. Mm-mm. I mean, but I like how many times you want to fight a rattlesnake or a Gila monster, or because to me, because combat's such a
Comments can just go.
can just be like very
Well, and we had so much healing ability.
yeah.
I mean, because we all had I have bandages, wrappings. You
I
bought
have
wrappings.
Wrappings, miracle balm, cure-alls.
You can use your water to
I have
do
laying
that.
on hands. I can heal 3 points a day.
Fucking had to use that water, man.
So yeah, for me, like style wise, I liked doing the mystery character interaction stuff more than I was doing the combat, and I think the game is wanting me to throw a dust storm on you, throw more rattlesnakes from the skies, more buzzard harpies.
Or not even.
To be honest, I didn't feel as endangered in the Casket Land as I thought it was going to be. It was more like a walk in the park.
Oh my god! There was one thing I wanted to say to you guys that I didn't get to say, which was it's not going to be a pie trot because it was my take on Cakewalk. This is something I was
just like,
and I was hoping for somebody to be like, "What the fuck is a pie trot?" So I could in character explain to you guys what a pie trot was, which is when you get on a donkey and you walk around a circle of pies, and every pie that your donkey trots upon is yours to keep.
Why would you want that?
Look, I don't understand. We haven't had pie in God knows how long. This is something they did in the old times when they had readily available pies and donkeys.
That's because all your donkeys stomped them. That's why.
But anyway.
I think that there is a line. I mean, I understand not wanting to do a ton of combats, and I kind of agree with that generally. I like combat a lot.
Yeah.
Like in any game I play.
Yeah.
Especially like I think a lot of games are designed like if you look at them, the majority of the rules are about combat.
Yeah.
Like even Ryutama, like a big chunk of the rules is
How combat works. Yeah.
how combat works, spells that are generally combat spells, and then like a little bit of camping. But anyhow, I think that there was room to make environmental like dust storms and like
There was.
pitfalls and like traveling
And
stuff.
another thing too is I have a 3-hour time constraint. If we had 6 hours, it'd be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There'd be.
Well,
I
I think it goes back to, this could definitely run for more than one session.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have done 2 3-hour sessions or.
Like at the end, I really should have had her other flock members show up, and also the prairie falcon comes back, but -1 vitality. She died, but as long as the sage hen's alive, they come back.
Is the prairie falcon like her main hoe?
It just depends on which route you guys went through,
Okay.
which I liked.
So if you went through the tangle, is something else, or if you,
Oh shit! I did the wrong one. Whoops.
Who was
you
supposed
The tunnel one was supposed to be the burrowing owl.
Oh.
I did the wrong one.
That still works.
Yeah. I mean, we were at the
That's
tunnel
cute.
entrance, so it wouldn't be... If we were deeper in the tunnel and the harpies came, that'd be a little
Oh
weird.
my god, I'm so dumb. It was supposed to be the burrowing owl.
Oh, that would have been so cute.
No, she's awful. She would have been digging holes and making you fall into holes.
Oh, I like the design. Looks.
I'm a dum-dum.
Okay.
So what was that one? Was that the clear?
Yeah.
Oh, they would.
Because she would have seen you from a...
They would have been.
Yeah.
They would have been like super sneaky tacky too.
Yeah, this would have been like...
They have dig, ambush, lay them low, some other crazy
What
stuff.
was the tangle?
Tangle was the Roadrunner, I believe. Wait.
You just make
Just
it up?
rolled a 12 here.
The Roadrunner.
Nice.
Because I was trying to think.
Yeah,
of
so
birds
burrowing
on-
hour, dweller, spiteful and angry. Her motivation is to demoralize those she comes across. Oh, damn, I could have been yelling insults at you.
Yeah. Just, be like,
To bring them to their lowest point, to bury them in sadness as she once buried. She was once buried. She
just say
delights in
something
this
insulting and run away.
That
and
was
then
that
run
was
back and say it again.
that was a burrowing owl.
That explains why we
okay.
went through that whole tunnel. It was just like empty and nothing.
Yeah.
It was like she could have been like taunting us through it the entire.
Yeah,
that'd been
damn it, I'm
fucked
so dumb.
You're fine.
We would never know if you hadn't told us.
That's
Yeah.
that would be her laugh.
Woo! Y'all gonna die. Drink from that well.
abandoned you, priest man.
That well didn't exist in the tunnel. That was just something I put in there.
That's fine.
Because we went crazy.
Because I succeeded in finding it. What else were you going to do? Say, there's water dripping from a stalactite.
Yeah, because you
I mean,
found
you
it.
could have.
And it's going to poison you.
Sometimes even when you succeed, there's just nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
So anyway.
that's
You
harsh.
succeeded.
But it's true.
And there was nothing.
There was no water to find.
Well, it's like the debate I was saying earlier where I was like, can I call Cthulhu? And you're like, yeah, you could succeed, but there's nothing there.
Yeah,
It's like,
you
sure.
could successfully say the words that you need to say to call Cthulhu,
but nothing
but it
happens.
ain't gonna happen because Cthulhu doesn't exist.
And I was like, if I crit, then what happens? You're like, I don't know. I guess
Maybe
he's
a
summoned him,
technical
but-
falls from the sky. I don't know. Whatever. But anyway, any other thoughts?
No, I had a good time.
fun.
Really?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I did. It was a lot of fun.
I love playing Salt.
I love
wanna
the
play more Salt.
flexibility of the system.
Yeah, it's nice. I like the skills and the moves and the abilities.
Yeah.
It all
And
feels real good. This whole setting
Yeah.
feels good.
And I like, and again, going back to the characters and just how they have different aspects. I really would like to play it again, but like as different aspects, because it feels like even though I'm the same character, it's like a completely different character in a way.
Yeah.
Because especially a snake oil salesman, like the one I had was basically like, if I get somebody to eat this poison, it would do super damage. But then there's other things I wanted to do, like freaking, I have what you need, which is like, I can convince somebody that they absolutely want whatever it is I have, and they'll do it.
cool.
So it's like I could literally just give them dirt. And they'd be like, I want that. I want the dirt.
Give me the dirt.
There are a lot of really cool aspects, and I think this game could be really replayable.
Yeah,
because
I
you could roll
agree.
for that. Like I have an aspect that I just don't die. Like I have a goal, and until that goal happens, I just keep coming back to life.
Yeah.
And it makes you crazier and more like a madman or a harpy, but still, like another one more way to survive all the combat.
Yep. All right. Well, it's really warm in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Bye, Internet.
Yeah.
Wiedersehen, au revoir, bonsoir, mon ami.
Shapeshift is a member of the Geekspective Network. If you've been enjoying my GM journey, please consider leaving a rating or review on iTunes or Apple Podcasts or wherever you happen to listen to your shows. Also, sharing this show and talking about it with others would be super helpful and greatly appreciated. You can also find other podcasts I'm on at geekspective.com. There's Red Mage, Blue Mage, a Magic the Gathering talk show and actual play that I co-host. There's Kristen's Party Like It's the Greatest Year in Film. Josh's Tales from Moxbury, where we're playing Godbound, which also streams live on the Don't Split the Podcast Network Twitch channel every other Saturday. Also, I'm now playing in a Zwalhinder campaign run by Adam Coble that airs Monday nights on his Twitch channel. Find news about all my shows on my Twitter, @RocketOrca, or on my website, rocketorca.com. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you in 2 weeks. This episode was edited by Rudy Basso. You can find Rudy on Twitter @RudyBasso. That's RudyBasso. Thanks, Rudy.